We're on. Welcome, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Today, talking about tolerating things. You have the life that you have because of what you tolerate. And we gotta get used to the fact and used to the idea of being able to push things away, say no to things. There's nothing wrong with that. And be comfortable and be okay with some people not liking you. Because if you're tolerating someone's bad behavior, if you're tolerating things in your life that you shouldn't be tolerating, but you don't want to say no, you don't want to set a boundary, you don't want to push those things away because you have some sort of, so you'd call it false sense of acceptance. That you should be non-judgmental and that you should be accepting of things. And nothing can be further from the truth. It's actually a lot more beneficial being a little bit judgmental at times and a little bit unaccepting of things. And be able to set those boundaries in life, because if you're having really crappy results in your life when it comes to work, when it comes to money, when it comes to relationships, friendships, a lot of it has to do with what you tolerate. I'll give you an example. Years ago, when I first moved out, we first moved out of the house, away from my parents. I moved in with a girl at the time. Not a good call. I should have moved in by myself. That might have been a much better decision, but I wasn't good at saying no to people. I wasn't good at just setting that boundary and just not tolerating things. My stepfather at the time pulled me aside and told me it might be a good idea when you move out just to live on your own for a little bit before moving in with your girlfriend. He was right, but I didn't listen. And I accepted and tolerated a really bad quality of life in terms of my work at that time, in terms of my relationship at that time, because I wasn't good at saying no. Eventually I had a breaking point. Eventually I snapped. And I lost it. Because I was living in absolute misery, but that was my fault. I pushed myself to that point, to my breaking point. I didn't have to get to my breaking point. I didn't have to push myself that far. I just had to get to the point where I just say no to things. But you have to have those experiences. You have to have those really crappy experiences to know what you like in life, what you don't like, what you prefer, and what you don't prefer. And that's okay. Because if you don't go through experiences, you have no reference point like, oh, well, what do I want out of life? What do I don't want out of life? I've had many different jobs in my life. But I had to go through all that to kind of cross it out on the list of things I don't like to do and things I do like to do. Eventually you come to the point and you come to the realization of what you do like to do and what you'd like to pursue in your life. And you gotta do that when it comes to work, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to dating, when it comes to your hobbies. Try new things. Try lots of things. Get a variety of experiences of things you like to do and not like to do, and then you just cross down the list. Don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. And get comfortable saying no to things. Yeah. Just because someone wants you to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. Just because you're being asked to do something from a spouse, friend, family member, supervisor, it doesn't mean you have to accept everything that's being given to you. And people may call you out on that. People may not like that, but that's okay. Because the quality of life that you have, that you build around yourself, all of it is based on what you tolerate. All of it. You have a great quality life, and you have great friends, because you have high standards, because you have boundaries, because there's certain people in your life that you will not tolerate and that you will say no to, and that's great, that's good, That's awesome. If you're someone who struggles saying no to people, you're going to tolerate and you're going to accept bad behavior and really toxic friends, toxic relationships, toxic work environments because of your inability to say no. And people may label you as an ass for saying no. Maybe depending on how you say no. Even by saying no, people may label you as an ass. Good. What's wrong with that? Get comfortable being the bad guy in someone else's story. Maybe they had a bad interaction with you. Maybe they rubbed you the wrong way and then approached you the right way. All right, set your boundary. Get out of here. I don't want to tolerate someone like you. If you know the qualities of a person that you don't like or behaviors that you don't like, send them packing. They might not like you. They may say bad things about you behind your back. Who cares? I'm not here to impress them. You have no bond. You have no rapport with them. It doesn't matter. Their life and their work, their future is their responsibility. It's not yours. It's not your job to make them feel good. If they approach you in the wrong way, if they rub you the wrong way, no matter what the context is, if it's in a personal environment or if it's a work environment, they rub you the wrong way, set the boundary. And they may have a certain perception of you later on. Good. Who cares? At least they'll respect you. At least you'll be respected by someone who tolerates every little thing, every good thing and bad thing that comes into life. Yeah, they may like you to a certain extent, but long term you won't get respected. People who get respected are the people that are willing to say no. And it may rub people the wrong way in the moment, but at least later on they will respect you. This is your world. You decide what comes in and what comes out. And you have no responsibility to other people by accepting things into your life that you don't want to accept. Say no. Who cares? It's your world. You decide what gets made into your world. You decide what comes in and out of your world. You make the rules. You set the boundaries. People may not like that. That's okay. It's your world. You get to decide. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Have a good week, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.